Hi.
Hi, guys. Welcome to episode
10?
10.
We made it to double mother effing digits.
Finally. It's been a long run. Let me fix my hair because I look like a hot ass mess.
And what about me, guys? I just got out the gym. I did just get out the gym. I got out the gym a while ago, but I've been rushing and I can't wait to go home and shower.
We told you guys we were going to work, and here we are working.
Literally.
Working. So tell us about your day.
Today.
Well, not your day, but your week.
Today I woke up. Well, I mean, my week was pretty good. I had to go through a few important stuff. But I did a juice cleanse this week.
How was that?
It was cool.
I
feel like the juices that I got, so I didn't make my own juices. The juices that I got that were so expensive, for me, I don't think it really did anything because I think the amount of sugar it had was just not doing anything for me. And then again, I don't know, because I poop, sorry to be super
TMI.
Twice a day. So it's I don't know, was it even doing anything for me? But I would say my skin looks great. That's about it.
I was actually considering these juices. I don't know about all that. It's spooky because...
Right.
Yeah.
It's just too much money, and it's just, I feel like one can do it themselves because I spent a lot of money on them, and it just, the results I was looking for didn't really happen. So
you got to try things to know if it's going to work or not. So you already know, scratch that off your list. For me, I feel like this week I felt like I was massive this week. It was something after something for me. But overall, I feel like my energy has been a little better than the last time we recorded, which was last Monday. So that's good. There's always a reason.
This girl almost made me take her to the hospital.
No,
but I know her so well. That was
it was the weirdest thing. So after I talked to my mom and she says that she gets the same thing. I wasn't as scared, but I woke up in the morning and I don't know if it's because I woke up too fast, but everything was spinning. Spinning. I hadn't drank or anything the night before or anything like that. It was just woke up like a regular day to go to work, and I wish I could describe it better. Everything was spinning in my room, and it was so bad that I couldn't even walk straight to the bathroom. I felt like I was like a drunk person walking to the bathroom. Was crazy, the craziest thing. But I don't know. I guess I was stressed out, and I don't know. That was crazy. But overall, I feel better and I'm in better spirits and energy. So thank you, Jesus. Great things are coming.
100%.
I was going to ask you if you were bleeding on your leg and it's your tattoo.
Oh. It's right here. So this episode's a little bit interesting. So Abby and I, we were talking earlier this week, and then she was like, oh my God, let's talk about this on the
podcast. Okay, Rhode Islander.
Okay, Rhode Island.
On the podcast.
Oh my God, on the podcast. That's really
on
bad.
The podcast.
But we were talking about how our tastes change as the years go by. You think one thing was so fire back in the day, and then now it's ooh.
I used to let me describe you my little type at first. I used to love a little light skin with braids and shit, and I was like, ooh, he's cute.
Oh my God.
I'm mortified.
It's with braids.
I had a little boyfriend when I was in my teenage years that he was later than me. Ew, never. No offense to him, but I'm saying that's just not my type no more. At all. I used to like Spanish guys, and it's disgusting. No offense to my
I know
Spanish
what type
brothers.
you're thinking of though, because that was I feel
the
everybody
thin eyebrows, the
but we was
ones.
definitely listening to Rakim Miguel White down. We all had a type, and you ladies can't lie. All my Dominican ladies, we was feeling the Puerto Ricans, the light skin with the long braids,
and with the little thin eyebrows and the slashes. Ew! No offense. No offense, but that's just not. It's just not my type no more. It's not. And we went through waves of types. I feel like.
For sure.
What was the next one for me? I don't know.
For me, it was definitely that at first, the light skin with the braids, and then I feel like I started getting into just like very short cut, like very clean look, like,
yeah, with the little fade and shit. With
but
the
it's
earrings.
like too clean. Like you look too clean, and it's
Ew,
just like that's
you don't
just
have
not
a
my
little.
type.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
But that was like my last, like my
They
first
look like shaved
boyfriend. You know,
vaginas.
my first boyfriend, he looked like that. That's how he looked. He wasn't light skin. He was like my color, I would say. But
what do you feel like your type is now as an adult?
my type,
28-year-old
now,
woman.
I don't know. Like, what would it be? I feel like, obviously, when somebody walks into a room, you're looking at them first, right?
Of
But like to
course.
me, like personality like matters now, like more than
Personality is
anything.
everything
Like I
now.
think that if you walk into a room and you look so good, like there's something wrong with you. Or for I just think,
for
like,
the most part, there's a lot of people. Well, not let me say this again. There is sometimes the most handsomest guys that walk in the room, they have the worst personality,
100%.
and it's just like, ew. I wonder if people feel like that about me. I'm not saying that. Wow, that sounded like I'm full of myself.
But
But
for me, yeah, it would be like, I would say like I like average. Like I love like not a man that looks too clean. I love a handsome man. I love a man that carries himself very well, very quiet. The quietest person
Of
in
course.
the room. That's like my type. Like I don't like somebody who's loud, obnoxious.
do you have a
X, Y, and
certain
Z.
age bracket that you would prefer?
Yo, honestly, I don't even know anymore because like I used to say I like dating older, but like I have so many younger guys now like coming for me.
That
So
means
it's
you
just
look
like,
nice
and
and
then
young.
I have conversations with them and it's like, wow, they're very educated more than like these older men. So it's just like, what's going on?
Yeah, for sure. For me, I feel like everybody that I've dated from the time I was a young adult to now, nobody looks the same. Every single one is different. Think
Different,
about
yeah.
it in your brain of who I've dated. They all look different. So for a while, I've always told myself that I do have a type, and I feel like I do. When I think of a type, I do, but I don't really care.
Right.
Like I don't really care. My main priority is obviously a clean guy. Obviously, everybody likes a clean guy. You know, dresses well, but I need to be treated like a fucking queen, not a princess anymore. We're elevating queen treatment only. If I am not treated like a queen, you could be the most handsomest man in the world, and I don't want you. Age, obviously, I don't want a freaking 20, 21-year-old. Obviously, not
Right.
like that. I don't want somebody extra young, but age don't even matter either. Because honestly,
It doesn't. And that's what, you know, the saying that everybody always used to say, age doesn't matter. Age is just a number. All the little youngins, other young guys be like, age is just a number,
age
man.
is just a number. That don't mean nothing.
That don't mean nothing. And here I am, like, kikiing and smiling.
You know
off
what?
Somebody's
We
so
look
young.
very, very
and
well.
I'm like, damn, what the fuck is going on?
It's
Why am I
crazy.
smiling right now? And this, like, an older person can't do that. Like, to me, this is what I feel like. I feel like I'm just gonna go based off my like experience and what I know and what I think. I'm just assuming this is not like the
I'm so
actual
sorry. My
fact.
head hurts.
But I do feel like when a man's older, right? And he's like dating somebody who's like 21. Like let's say he's 34 and he's dating a 21-year-old. Like what message does that give to you?
So like Marcus Houston and his wife.
Right. But he's old. He's even older, right?
Yeah, he's even older. He's older. It's like, you know what I feel when it comes to that situation? Either like he doesn't feel confident enough to back somebody his age or close to his age, or he wants to mold his person to be exactly how he wants them to be, and with a younger girl it's much easier to do that. And but then again, I feel like, which fine, okay, rightfully so, but then I feel like she is aging like him. You know what I'm saying? Instead of her looking youthful and living her full 21-year-old self, 22-year-old self, she already has a kid and she looks like she's 30. You know?
Does she really?
I don't know about her. No, I'm not
Oh.
talking about her in precise, but I feel like,
But like, yeah, like
you
you
look
would
a little
start
more
to,
mature
yeah.
than your actual age, and then
Right.
that's a downfall for the woman.
Right.
Like I don't like that part. If she still looks young, you know, she's a wife. She has a child now. So it's like you're aging so much faster than what you should be aging when you're dealing with somebody that's close to 40. I feel like for a 20.
And then just imagine, like, to me, like the message that gives is like, you just want to control. And then the thing is that I feel like, you know, somebody who, but in today's age now, I just feel like there's many young women that are being established really young, like 18, 19, 20, who got their own money, getting their own bag and shit. You know what I mean? But I do feel like if a man's looking for somebody who's really young and he has X, Y, and Z, like he can easily impress the girl.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh my God, this is so thing. And but then they go and try to talk to somebody who's 31 who already got X, Y, and Z.
Yep.
And to them, it's like, okay, what are we doing?
Yep.
You know? And I just think that maybe men still don't want to settle down at that age. Maybe that's what it is, and a woman does.
I do feel like, you know, men settle down a lot later than women.
Yeah, so it's like, what is it really? Like, men, if you're listening, like, and if you want to go on our page and comment, like, what is the issue? Like, why is it that some men do like to date younger women? Is it just because of physical appearance? Is it because you
didn't you
be
hear
able to mold, or is it because you're not ready to settle down? Like, what is it?
Didn't you hear too that in order to get in one of Drake's parties, you have to be like, what is it, 25 and
28 is the cutoff.
28?
Yeah,
I can't go.
Yeah, well, you don't look 28. 20,
I know, but like when
29.
they're carding me, they're gonna be like, no man zone.
No, but you don't look it though. So
that's crazy though, because exactly, I don't look it. So
but it's like, but Drake, like, you just want little teenies.
That's what
at
I'm
your party?
saying.
Like, that's weird.
That's like who? My thing is just like, if he has a preference, he has a preference. That's fine. Everybody has a freaking preference. Everybody can have the preference they want. But like, why even have that rule? Is my thing. Who gives a fuck?
That's crazy.
Like, why wouldn't you want just anybody just at your party? Like, I'm not saying like just anybody in general, but why wouldn't you just allow just anybody? Like, who cares? You're really gonna have a rule? I don't know if this is true, so please excuse me.
Right, this is like something allegedly that we kind of like heard.
Yeah, this was like a little birdie told
any
us.
Any girls that if you've been to their parties, like,
yeah, if you've been to a Drake party, let us know. Comment down below. But I don't even want to attend something like that, to be honest. Like, I don't even want to attend some stupid shit like that. So I can see a bunch of, because the youngins just be looking crazy. Remember?
And they be looking old though. That's like,
they be looking old, but sometimes they be acting a fool.
That's what I think it is. I think they look old enough to be like, okay, they don't look like they're like quinceañera zapatilla and shit. You know? So they look old enough, but they act exactly how they want.
You remember when we went to Paris?
They open them legs right open for everybody, and it's just like an easy access. You know what I mean? Like, yo, what's up? Let's go.
Yeah.
Like, I literally witnessed one girl literally wanting to just be a pick me, like, right now. Like, anything was able to just pick me right now, and I'm just gonna serve you. Like,
we've witnessed a couple of those. Remember when we went to the YouTubers concert when we took our little cousin?
Oh yeah,
bro, the pick me's there.
Yo, crazy.
That was bad. Like, let me help you with your sweater. I'm like, fuck out of here. Help me with my fucking sweater. Excuse me? Like, they were just, it was so bad. And we just went to Paris recently. Mm-hmm.
Not Paris, like, not if you're listening from another country, not Paris.
Not Paris,
not Paris in France. This is Paris.
Talking about Paris.
If you're from here,
down
you know
what. If you're from Rhode Island, PBD,
you know what Paris is, man.
Paris around the corner. Paris.
That Paris. Is.
We went there on a Sunday night. I was mortified. Do not invite me to Paris. Thank you. Unless it's like a brunch.
It has to be a very spontaneous night, it's like not something that I will ever
I have to go with a group of my friends already, but it was just us two and one of our other friends, and it was just not the site for me. I don't plan on attending anytime soon. Please excuse me. Not to sound
but like I don't even want to be in functions like
that.
Because I just think that
it's
like,
just I don't think there's anything wrong with them, but they're not for me.
Yeah, it's just like something that maybe if I was like 18, I would have been like,
of course this is lit. Like they're throwing money. Wow, well, no, actually, let me run that back because I've never been like that. Like I don't care. I don't give a. I've always been not like this, but there's a lot of young girls are
But
not like
still,
that.
like if you were, that was your first time at 18 and you walked into that place,
Yeah.
you'd be like, wow, that place is popping.
Yeah,
they
like
throw
that's
money, it's
cool and
live,
shit.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's
But-
not. I'm trying to be. Listen, people, listen to everybody out here. Please excuse me, but I am trying to be at a rooftop drinking a nice martini with some not Zen music, with some good vibes music, and I don't want it to be blasted. Please, I don't have the capacity to listen to crazy. But for what? I want it to be like chill, calm, nice Ellie vibes.
100%.
Like, I don't want to be in the way loud where my ears is like, oh my God, I just want to go home. Like, I want to be in a nice, cool setting. Like, that's what I want. My age already, I'm 29 years old. Like,
I will still go to, like, if there's a rooftop and they have beautiful, like, nice music and they're playing it loud, I would go, but I love a rooftop. Like,
exactly, a rooftop. And if the rooftop,
like a nice,
but
with
if
a
the
nice
rooftop
DJ,
is like this,
or
like,
if it's too packed, obviously, but like if it's a nice DJ and it's like elegant.
we sound real bougie right now.
No, it's not even that. It's just like,
That's just the vibes I like right now.
that's just what I like to do. I like to look nice,
Or
and
like
I like
the
to go
bars.
out for a drink, and I like to enjoy a nice view, and I like to have conversations with people. I think conversations is very, very meaningful. I just don't understand how a group of friends can go out and then there's like no conversation happening because the music is too loud.
Yeah, exactly,
You know what I mean?
exactly my point.
So like it would like, what's the point of it all? So.
Yeah, like and then especially when nowadays clubs, they're not even like, there's no dance floor. First of all, if there's a hookah, it's automatically ghetto. If there's a place that and it's not like a place that's like a traditional hookah spot, it's like, forget it. I don't want to attend these places because I already know what time it is. Like any place that there's hookahs, to me, in my opinion, people, I just feel like I know what time it is, and that's not the vibe for me. We went left because we started talking about our types,
I know,
and we just
but
went
then
left,
we started talking about this because we like to talk about this. We talk
Yeah.
about this all the time because we like to go to very like nice places. Just like if you know Abby and I, like we're into just going to nice places. Like that's just what we like to do. We like to, if we're out of state, like we like to go to nice places. I don't care about a club. Like a club is kind of like
a
frightening
section
to
type of
me.
club.
You know, that's kind of frightening. If it's like a lounge and I'm out of state and it's like
Yeah.
kind of calm, then okay.
It's not
But
to
like
say that I would
a
never
club,
go.
club, I don't know about that anymore. I don't know if I can do it.
Yeah, I
Keep
don't
it a
know
buck.
if it's for me.
But
I
that's just
know
weird.
it's
But
not
that
for
also
me.
ties into like how we've changed, you know, elevated.
Yeah, how we've
Because the
changed.
first time we went to Atlanta, so this is I feel like this is the first time we ever been to like a real club. Like
Oh yeah,
I've never
Besides the
been
ones
into
here.
the club, right? Because we just been to like Spanish clubs here,
Mm-hmm.
but a real club in Atlanta, we were like, they smoke in the club.
yeah. Like
I
there's
was
mad
like,
smoke everywhere.
that was crazy.
But like you see, I don't know. Atlanta's kind of different though.
Like if it's because here on this side of town, the sections is so tight.
Yeah, it's just like not a good say. But if you know certain, like if you know people that will get that you're in the club with, and because in Atlanta it's the sections are huge, so you're comfortable. So you know one night is cool if you go out with your friends in Atlanta and you know them and they have you in a comfortable setting.
Right.
Then that's cool. Because when we went to Medusa that one time, that wasn't bad. Like I was straight and it was a club. But my preference would
Medusa
be
was nice. I like Medusa. Medusa was
Medusa was like I
nice.
really liked Medusa. Like it was
was nice.
it was, you know why? Because the everybody else in there matched the same energy we were on. So it really depends on
so
the
it was
type of
very
people that
Ellie.
was
Everybody
around.
was bought champagne and
It was very very much so like Ellie, elegance, for those who don't know what Ellie means.
And let me tell you a quick story before we jump into.
People are gonna be like, who the fuck these two think they are?
no, that of course you gotta be what you want to be at all times.
At all
like
times,
this is who
since
I
I
am.
was
This is how I
young.
carry myself, and this is what it is. Like
That's what I like, and that's that.
there was one time it was me, Abby, and Jenny. Shout out to Jenny. We were in Atlanta line, and they literally flashed us. They were
We
like,
didn't know
"You
no-
three, come."
We didn't know. Did we know anybody in this?
No,
one?
we didn't know nobody here.
Oh yeah, we knew somebody that we had met the night before.
Right, but just pretty much saying,
We
come
didn't
to
know
this
nobody.
club because this club is nice. But
Exactly, just like that.
Not knowing, like not going to see nobody. So we were just in line like everybody
Yup.
else to get in the club, and they were like, "You three," and we were like, "Huh?" We're like, "What?"
Yeah, we were like confused.
They were
what
like,
the fuck
"Come,"
we do?
and then they're like escorting us with lights. Like
we
famous
literally
people.
had a person in front of us, and I believe a person in back of us.
Yes.
And then we had flashlights, like, and we're like, what the fuck? Where they taking us? We're all talking like, yo,
And
this is
mind
fishy.
you, we're so young, and we're like, whoa.
It was my
whoa.
23rd birthday.
Yo, that's crazy.
Or 24th birthday. And we're all talking to each other, like walking behind each other. And we're like, yo, where they taking us? Yo, but where we going? Like, this is mad weird. Like, we were confused. They're flashing like, yo, move. Get out the way. And we're like, what the fuck?
So then they put it,
They threw us in an upstairs,
like VIP section.
it was like a
Beautiful
VIP section, like, and you
section.
can see the view of
The
downstairs.
entire club. Like, it was just so
But they
nice.
just dropped us there, and we're like,
huh?
And we're like, we don't even. We were getting death stares by women.
Yeah.
You
it was
remember that
bad.
shit?
Yeah, it was
We were
bad.
getting death stares, and we're like, what the fuck? Like, we didn't even know where to really look. We didn't want to look towards too much direction. So they got us three. We're from freaking Rhode Island. We don't know nobody, and we're getting death stares by other women. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't by the guys, obviously, but the women territorial in Atlanta.
But anyways, besides talking about our personal lives, because I know we don't really talk much about our own stuff, so you guys got a little like
Glimpse.
insight of who we are and what we've experienced. But like back to going like how your taste changed. What is one thing that like you thought was fire, like personality, like a move somebody made
Like back in the day,
like that was like fire to you, and then now it's like, whoa, how did I even allow that?
Anything in regards to like too much control, or like, you're not wearing that, take that off, and I'll be like, oh my god, you. And it's like now, so before like a lot of toxic shit that you realize now, like listening to your little boyfriend at 15, like all that shit was cute, and now it's not to say that I don't like a little bit of control, because as a man, you just want to feel the manliness.
Right.
It's very important to me now to feel very femme. I don't want to be manly anymore. I don't want to be masculine. I just want to be a girl. So like now, if they show like a little bit like I care, like they care, then that's cool. But back in the day, they used to just control. And there's one thing.
Right.
One thing is control, and another thing is I care, and I'm just trying to make sure you're good at all times. So that's it for me. What about for you?
For me, there was something like at a point in my life, like I thought like driving like with no seatbelt, like like driving like fast was like,
Oh, and loud music.
and was fire to me. Like I was like, he drives fire, like
And his seat's all the way back.
all the way back. Like, but now I'm like,
Yo, throw
I'm
your
like,
seatbelt on, my guy.
Yo, watch out! Like you're going mad fast.
slow
And
down.
they're going like 67.
And I mean, like, what about when you just be holding on, like, chill. Like, hold on.
Not no more. I don't.
Nah, throw your seatbelt on. Yo, what you
No.
doing? I'll throw it on for you. Like, what
Yo,
you
that's
doing?
funny.
That seatbelt shit is a must. And don't drive fast, please. Please, cause I was gonna say please twice already. I will be braking with my foot on the other side of the seat. Yeah, that was definitely driving fast, bro. That was definitely one.
And one thing for me now, like as I'm getting older, like if you do whatever you want, right, in your life, but if I'm looking for a certain somebody, I don't like somebody who's outside too much. So like if you're consistently outside on the weekend or like weekday, like you're just always out, but you're not doing anything like productive, where it's like, you know, you're going to play a sport or you're doing something else, or you're like, you know, experiencing new things besides going to a lounge, smoking hookah and buying drinks.
Yeah,
like,
at our grown
I just
age.
think I'm not attracted to that. Like you turn me off. Like
Yeah,
you're just
because
too outside, and like
the thing is
tune
that
out.
we're at an age now that we're all trying to figure out life. We're trying to figure out how we're gonna buy a house, if we're gonna buy a house. Like, you know, we're close to like the actual settling down stage. So what are you doing at a club every single weekend or outside every single weekend if you're not with each other, or like just outside just spending money when you know there's shit that gotta get done?
Right.
That's how I feel about it too. Like, I have no problem if you're going out to, you're having a cocktail or, you know, go grabbing a drink or two. But like on some outside club shit, yeah, nah, that ain't working
that's
for me.
crazy. Like
That ain't
I'm
working
just
for
I
me
just
at all.
Like, it's just like everybody knows you. You're just always outside. Like, I want somebody that is not known. Like, that's my type. I like somebody who's low key, like, doesn't really show face, doesn't really care about, like, what anybody got to say. Like, just does them. You know what I mean? And it's just, like, not flashy, doesn't... It sounds crazy to say, like, doesn't have the, like, the best of the best things to just, like...
Show off.
To show off. It's, like, the best of the best things for themselves, but not to show off. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm attracted to now. Like, I'm really attracted to somebody very humble. Like, I feel like my last relationship, like, really taught me a lot of, like, what I don't want in somebody, you know?
Yeah, like, I for sure, like, I just want to be treated good. I want to be treated good all the way around. I want to be respected. I will be respected. And treated like a queen. That's it. I don't want to say that I wasn't treated like that in my past relationship.
And for me, like, it's just like, this is one thing I always mention it. Like, I am a big daddy's girl and I am very spoiled. And honestly, I can't turn it off to just fit your needs. Like, this is who I am.
And
this
you
is,
shouldn't.
And if you can't do it, like, then I'm sorry. And when I mean spoiling, I don't mean like financially, like, spoiling me. But I mean, like, being able to grab me food, being able to support me emotionally, being able to just do things for me. Like, that's just what I need. I need your support at all times. Like, I need it. Like, I'm so sorry. If you can't do that, then you can go away. Like, I'm not tolerating it.
And to me, I like reassurance constantly, because to me, reassurance expires. Like, I will... All of the things that I'm saying that I would like, I will give it to. Like, I'm giving it to. This is a 50-50 thing. Like, I want to make my partner feel great at all times. Like, even if, like, to the point where even if I haven't said it to you today, like, at this second, because I like to remind my partner. I would like to remind my partner constantly. But, like, I want you to feel, I want the person to feel confident. So I want the same thing back. So I like reassurance all the time. I like to be called beautiful all the time. I like all that. I notice every little single move. So if you're acting a certain way today and you're not acting that certain way tomorrow, what's going on?
Right. Do you feel like all your relationships you've been in have, like, taught you so many things that you don't want, right? You've elevated from those certain things. What would you say would be, like, one of the main things that, like, really affected you that you're like, yeah, that's not something I want?
Okay, I have a couple things. So jealousy is something that I cannot tolerate. Like, I love a man that shows me he cares, but I do not like a man that accuses me of shit. That's one. Jealousy is not it for me. Like, that doesn't work out for me. I am not a jealous person. I will also show that I care. You're not about to play me.
Right.
But I don't like jealousy is not it. Like, that I really despise being accused of something that I did not do.
Right.
That's, and, you know, just, I don't want switch ups. Like, tell me what it is, even if it's going to hurt my feelings at all times. Don't linger shit. And that's it. I'm sure there's more, but you can go.
For me, what I've taken, what I've noticed that I don't like is laziness. So I am somebody who I been an athlete my entire high school career. I've just been active, like always doing extra stuff, like in college and been working since I was 18. So like I'm always trying to figure how I'm gonna get something else. And laziness for me, I've noticed that it's not like somebody who's just like it's not doing
stagnant.
Yeah, because I feel like as a man who wants to be masculine, right? Like I feel like in order for you to have that power, right, and have that masculinity, you have to be able to go get your own stuff, right? Like obviously with the help of whoever, but you need to make sure that you got yourself and you're doing it, that nobody's pushing you through, right? And it's like nobody's gonna come and do that at the end of the day. Nobody's gonna help you, so you got to figure it out. So that's one of my things. Also inconsistency. So if
That's a
if
cute.
you're
That's a good
like
one.
if we're like you're amazing, right? We gifts and dates, super thought out dates, and then it just kind of stops. Like for me, that's just it. It makes me feel personally like it makes me feel like you don't like me anymore. Like, and I feel like what's going on? Like there's something going on. There's something wrong, and I start overthinking, and I start
Same.
doing so much things. Like, oh my god, like that's it. It's done for. Like, so it starts to drive me crazy, but then it also starts to drive them crazy, and I feel like
That's a clash.
that becomes like super
toxic.
right. And then what else?
I feel like the talking about stuff before it happens, because that doesn't delete from my mind.
Yeah.
And like I'm expecting, and if it like if your partner is constantly bringing it up, it's gonna happen eventually, but it just hasn't happened yet, which is cool.
Right.
But like when they mention something in general, like, oh, we're gonna go to Alaska, so then I'm like, ooh, okay, we're going to Alaska, and then it's never mentioned again.
Just your face. Yo, like, you know how many times that happened?
Or like just little, like, don't mention it. Or
Right.
no, what about this one? I was gonna get you these Uggs, but they didn't have your size. So why you tell me?
So why
love?
you tell me that you're gonna get me Uggs?
So why you
me.
tell me? Just show up with the Uggs if you're gonna show up. Don't fucking sit there and say I was gonna, but they didn't. Why? This is you should have never said anything.
Literally,
I didn't
like,
ask for it.
Guys, don't do that. So
Don't do that.
If you don't know
Just-
that, don't do that. Don't mention to a girl that you were gonna do something and then didn't do it. What else? Like, and I need to have like, I think my last thing is that I've noticed that I need somebody not just like my father, but very similar. And it's very hard. And to give you a little bit insight of my dad, so he's just a very loyal person. Very loyal. You can always count on him for whatever you need. And I need somebody like that in my life, where if my car breaks down, like, you're able to come.
Oh my God, that's the thing too. Like, a person que resuelve, yo.
Yeah.
That can just resolve shit. Like, that's fire. Because I'm tired of resolving stuff for myself.
For real, like, it's just like, but yeah, I would say those things, like, throughout all my relationships, I noticed, and I've grown so much, and I've learned so much. Like, yeah, you're not my type no more. Like, you're definitely not what I'm looking for. And looks only last a certain amount of time. Like, that doesn't matter. Like, I literally, my last relationship, the man's so beautiful, but like, cool, we had great things, but like a lot of things were just not there. And it's just like, what are we doing? There's just not enough.
Chemistry is very important too. Like,
it is.
Chemistry is an important thing, but it could get a little toxic if it's just chemistry and nothing more. So
right.
Chemistry is part of it. Like,
yeah, where it comes to like looks, chemistry, all these things, because the last person too, chemistry was great, like last, but then it's just like when it comes to like more serious conversations and more actual realistic things, like, what is it that we're doing? I think now I'm just very attracted to a man that just really, for real, like, wants to make moves immediately, and you don't find that shit no more. You really don't find that shit. And I'm sorry. I grew up seeing it. And honestly, I'm not settling for nothing else.
I feel like they're out there, but very rare people.
Right. Because everybody's all about looking good for everybody else.
For Instagram.
Looking good for everybody else.
For the grams.
No, seriously. And that's that.
Yeah.
So... This was a very crazy.
Yeah, this episode
very
was
like personal episode.
all over the place and a couple different topics, but whatever. I hope you guys wow, I can't even talk. I'm so hungry. I have not ate. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and please listen to episode 11 when it comes out.
Yeah,
I'm hungry. You ended off.
She needs food. So thank you guys for tuning into this episode. If you guys are interested, if you're listening to this episode and you want to give us ideas on things you want to hear us talk about, please let us know. You guys can like reach us out on our Instagram,
reach out to us,
Our Room Podcast, or down below on our comments. So just let us know. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time, or you'll hear us next time. I'm hungry. Bye guys. Bye.